So in this step one, what we're going to do here is just to get this junior golfer just to take some putting strokes, and I used the little grid there that cost about $1 to make. So we can give him a reference guide, and this is just in the house, just using very simple tools that don't cost a lot of money. And what I'm really looking for here is to see if there's a lot of COP motion laterally, and there is. And also too, looking at the setup for address, and we're looking. This golfer here just happens to be my son. He sets up with too much pressure on his trail side, and his balance lead heel to toe is fine, but nonetheless, way too much on the trail side, and it white dot moves. Doesn't play a lot, so he's a good person to do this with. So this is step one. So in step two, what we're going to do here is I'm trying to get Benny to use the monitor. And keep in mind here, we can use multiple monitors on the data port, which is something that's really interesting and allows you to use the iPad. If you want to put it down on the ground for putting, you can do so. And I can also record it with with my iPhone, which is what I'm doing here. So I just got him breezing through the putts, trying to get, he doesn't play a lot of golf, so this is a good candidate. I'm trying to get him about 60 to 70% of his pressure on his lead side, prefer 60, and trying to get him to get 60% of his pressure on his lead heel so that he can feel solid. But more importantly, I'm trying to get him to keep that white dot right in the center as he's looking at it. He does a pretty good job, still moves around a little bit, but you can see the big difference between an amateur and a pro in this regard. So it's a cool tool. So I'm going to stop there, and then we're going to go to step three. Step three. So now what I'm doing is I'm getting Ben to set up with more pressure on the lead side and more pressure on the lead heel. More significantly, you'll note that he's using the monitor in front of the ball. He's kind of got his peripheral vision looking at the ball and the monitor. And watch the white dot here. It's considerably better. It's just a short putt, but he keeps it pretty well on line. And I like that. And I told him also, too, we'll go back to that. You can tell the golfer to set the depth of their backswing to a line. I told him not to go off the chart. And if I was doing this outside, I'd just put a tee there. But this is how you can use something very effective, very cheap, very simple, and using the iPad and the iPhone to make some really constructive changes immediately. And look how that white dot in the COP chart just stays there. Pretty much more well-centered. And I would suspect that the better putters, well, we don't suspect, we know that the better players keep it right there. So in really 3 or 4 swings, Benny was able to effect change immediately. Terry Hashimoto with BodiTrak on the V1 mobile app. Thank you.